So the question was, what do you think then is the next step to creating a precise haircut, a precise shape?
Clean sections.
Clean sections. What do you know about sectioning?
What I do is I walk front to back.
Yeah. Do you change your mapping sections depending on the shape that you're creating?
Yeah.
What would you create for a round shape? Show me. Why did you take this section to create a round shape?
To separate the top from the sides and back.
Okay. And what mapping section would you then use to create a square shape?
Listeners are get confused.
Okay. You wouldn't change anything. Cool. I'm going to show you some stuff here.
Yeah.
We're going to create a mapping section specifically for a square shape first. Now we have this flat shape here. We want each section to come out and match this flat shape in space. There to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. And that's going to help us create this flat shape along the side, mirroring the flat section that we created here. We have a corner here in the section. It's going to remind us where we want to create the corner. So now we have one visual reminder, which is the floor and where we need to stand in relation to the client's head. We have a second visual reminder of the mapping sections of where we actually want to pull this hair to in space, depending on the shape that we're trying to create. So this is how we get accurate, not only with our body, not only with the client's position, but also with our mapping sections now, and that's how the mapping section tells us what to create. We don't even have to think about it anymore because we've done the mapping to the point where we follow the map.
Yeah.
The reason why I want to be really, really maniacal about my sections is because now I have this section, I know this is all I need to cut.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about anything else. Everything else should be out of sight, out of mind.
It can get very messy.
It can get very messy. And this is what creates a lot of confusion when it comes to cutting, is the mess. So we'll pick up a section, I check the mirror in front of me for my elevation. Then I can check this mirror for the over direction, and we'll cut our first line. A lot of people have problem picking up the section because they go vertical like this and they don't know what to pick up. I like to go horizontal. It grabs all the hair much easier. Go horizontal and then go vertical again. Good tip to remember is if your body's leaning in a certain direction, it means it wants to be over there.
Yeah.
So if my cutting line is over here, I have to lean to cut that. Whatever direction my body is leaning in, it means my body wants to be over there.
Yeah.
So all I do is, if I'm leaning to the right, I step out to the right. I bring the section that I'm about to cut directly in the center of my body, and that gives me maximum control of what I'm about to cut.
My heart been telling me yes, mind been telling me no. Lockdown, I've been inside, long time I ain't been on my home. When they call, don't answer the phone. I just wanna be on my own. I get up and get in my zone. I can't explain this feeling. Everyone said that they love me, liars simply don't know the meaning. My shorty keep it simple. I got her, don't need to please me. My songs, like my feelings, in the bank, but I can't release them. I grind cause I gotta get paid. 1% chance, 99% faith. I fell in love with the hustle, I fell in love with the chase. No emotion, put in the pain. We get it no matter the weather. Sun, snow, sleet, rain. Go sleep and do it again. My heart been telling me yes, mind been telling me no. Lockdown, I've been inside, long time I ain't been on.
Well, Hair Found is about helping barbers increase their skills, to increase their confidence so they can increase their income. So the stage one is precision cutting. First we have to increase the perceived value of your skills. We need to make you more confident in your haircuts. We need to increase the perceived value of what you're doing with your skills for clients. If we can increase the perceived value of the skills for the clients now perceive us as more valuable. So there's a few things that we do, and we document everything that we do in terms of developing ourselves. Once we've documented and we've told our clients about what it is that we're doing, how we've invested in ourselves and stuff, and the clients can see that we're now more valuable, that's when the price can start to go up confidently, because the clients are seeing that we're more valuable. And clients want to pay more. Let's say you go to a restaurant, you and your girlfriend, you walk into the restaurant, customer service, unbelievable. Atmosphere, unbelievable. The waiter, really nice. It's ticking all these boxes. Then you look at the menu and we see what food is available to eat. After looking at what food is available to eat, what is the next thing your eyes look at immediately after? Price. So that our eyes immediately roll to how much does each dish cost. Then we see steak for $10, Then you see a steak for $30. Taking into consideration the customer service, the atmosphere, the waiter, service, the fact that you're out with your better half and you're here for a nice time, which one of these steaks are you more drawn to? The $30. Yet the 30 is actually 3 times the amount of this one. Why do you think we're willing to pay 3 times more for a steak that does the same job than the other one? Because of all these. Yeah. The whole experience is elevated. Yeah. Once we can elevate the experience and the service, the price 3 times higher is justified. You don't even think about it. This higher price is justified because of everything in this. So, how do we do this in our work? Extra services and make the experience better. How can we do that? We can increase our skills. Haircuts get better because they're more valuable for clients. We can add services, which makes the service more premium, which is better for clients. I like where you're going with it. This creates more money. The whole journey of this, when you track it back, starts with improving our service and experience. So once we elevate our skills, our service and experience, it's all transferred over to the clients. And when the clients can visually see that all this is being elevated, they see that there's more value being provided. Yeah. Improvements to yourself to become more high value for the clients. You're doing this for them. And then after 30 days of consistent showing them, telling them what you're doing, there's no reason why you can't go up in price because they can see you've actually put the work in more than the others. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is why after 30 days, we go from 25 to 30 times average of 50 trims equals 1K per month. No extra work.
Man, you think about it like that, right, isn't it?
An extra grand a month.
Yeah.
But you need to add value to yourself first. If you just go sticking it up a grand, $5 tomorrow for the sake of it, you're going to lose more clients. Yeah. This is how you lose clients because they don't see the extra value. You need to show them over time that you're adding value to yourself. Part of the class struck you the most?
All of it really, like it was mainly how I was standing and making sure like the position of the client, where to the position of the upper body and lower body. It's just more explaining to it. Now I'd be more confident doing it on the shop floor.
Yeah. So the body position stuff was the one that really hit home for you. Yeah, and it's a big part of everything that we do as well, because a lot of people just talk about body position as if you just need to stand up right, which you do, but understanding how the body position influences the shape is like what we're trying to teach, especially when it comes to precision work, because as you've seen, precision cutting for me, it sounds like it's just a fancy word. But as you just gone through, there's like precision body position, there's precision sectioning, there's like tension, which if that's not precise, can destroy everything.
Getting the guideline as well.
Yeah, exactly. The guideline has to be very precise. It's like everything has to be, because if you don't operate within those constraints, it's going to be wrong. Yeah. And that's something that I enjoy about precision cutting, is that you can actually get it wrong and you can be told where you're wrong, and you can measure how good you actually are at cutting hair with precision work. Whereas when it comes to like creative stuff or whatever, it's like almost impossible to say where you've gone wrong or right, because it's like abstract paintings. if someone's an abstract artist, it's very difficult to turn around and say, that's not right.
Yeah.
So who are you to tell me it's not right? Mm-hmm. Whereas if you're dealing with like realism, or at least just painting a box, if you don't paint a box, you've got it wrong. So that's what I enjoy about precision work, is understanding all the elements that come before the cut play a huge role into what we're actually creating. And the fact that you think body position has been like the most impactful it's a big takeaway, man.
Yeah.
Is there any questions that you have about the shapes, the course, the program?
Oh, the way you explained everything today was fairly straightforward, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made sense?
Made sense.
Sick.
Made it look easy. It's well worth coming over to do it.
It's good, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. And I understand as a part of cutting hair, this is just like, let's just cut hair, man. It's not the end of the world. It's not that deep. I get that. But there are plenty of people out there, myself included, who I've got income goals.
Yeah.
I've got goals that I want to achieve in the future. Mm-hmm. And if I can achieve those goals quicker by making myself better, investing in myself, providing a better service and experience, why not? I think the main common factor that comes down to people increasing their prices is they either don't think they can, they think they're going to lose too many clients, or they're actually scared of what it will reveal of them.
Yeah.
Because if you know you put your prices up, you know you're going to have to do something more. Mm-hmm. Lots of people don't want to do a little bit more. They're comfortable where they are, and they're like, well, I'm chilling.
Yeah, they're making their bit of money. And
Yeah, that's it. But then that's how they get cold feet about cutting hair, because they're like, oh, there's more money to be made in education. Is there? Depends. I've gone 3 months before without earning a penny. This side of the industry is very, very volatile. Can be very stressful. And I know that for people who are up there as well. So then they start resenting the shop floor because they think there's an income ceiling.
yeah.
No, you've got a service ceiling. You're not providing anything more, so you're not worth anything more. Why don't you start thinking about showing up a little bit differently, acting a little bit differently, providing more for the people in your city?
Yeah.
And you might just start earning more from what you're doing. Because if there's somebody in your area or in your city who's charging more than you, one, it shows you that there's people who want to pay more. 2, it shows you that there's room to grow. 3, you just need to ask the question of, right, how do I become the person that's worth that extra? If you're charging 25 euros a haircut and there's someone in your area charging 50, you have to ask yourself, what do I need to do to be able to charge 50? You're probably going to have to start improving yourself and increasing the perception of what you offer.
Yeah.
Or just stay where you are. Most people don't want to do that extra though. That's why the people who do more get more.
Yeah.
There's only one Sam Rascals here in Manchester with like 4 million followers. So his data points are he's got a massive following. So people will go to him that because of his perceived value is very high compared to anybody else in here, in Manchester. There's only one Nave Shapes in Manchester. I'm a global educator and teach people specifically precision cutting, and I teach people how to teach. These are all my data points that I start adding up so I can charge what I charge for haircuts. That's what separates Sam from every over 700 barbers in the city. And I'm on my mission to separate myself from all the other 700 barbers in the city. Mm-hmm. And this is how, when you start creating yourself into a category of one, that's how you can start charging more premium, because there's nobody, you can't get what I do from anyone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
There isn't another educator's educator in Manchester. So if you want someone at that level, there's only one person to come to here. If you want someone to be cut by someone who's got 4 million followers, who's your choice?
Sam.
Who else?
Yeah, no one.
No one. So it's about, how do I increase my perceived value of who I am and what I offer? And then how do I follow up on that? Because if you don't follow up on it, people will try you once, realize you're not worth the money, and will never come back. And they'll tell all their friends and family it's not worth the money. Yeah. So you can't just increase your perceived value. You actually also have to increase the value that you deliver.
Yeah.
And then people come, they use you as a status signal to say, I pay 60 quid for my haircut. Because people love to tell people when they're paying a premium for stuff. They use you as a status symbol to gloat to their friends, which then just increases your perceived value even more. And that's how you don't have to scale beyond the chair, and you don't have to escape the chair, and you don't have to leave the chair. You can do very well actually cutting behind the chair, and you can scale your time down. Some people just want to work less days, and some people just want to earn $5,000 a month, but they just want to work 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Fine. You just need to provide more value, increase your effective hourly rate so it matches your 4 or 5 day salary. So you can work 3 days a week. That's the whole, everything I'm helping people do now with Hair Founders is helping people navigate their way and how they want to live their life. Some people want to go from 5 days to 4 days. Okay, what do we need to do to increase your perceived value and so you can increase your pricing so that you can go from 5 to 4 days and still earn the same? That's a lifestyle career. And I think people forget about that. I think people just think, I want to earn more, which is nothing wrong with that. But some people don't necessarily want to earn more. They want to work less without earning less.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing is. We can increase our prices just so we can work less hours. Some people have kids that they just want to have breakfast with in the morning. So if I can cut an hour off in the morning of each morning so I can start at 9 instead of 8, I get to have breakfast with my family every day. That's where the value is. But I don't want to earn less. And if I cut 5 hours off across the week, I'm going to earn quite a bit less across the month.
Yeah.
So what do I do then to earn the same? To elevate my prices in some way.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
That's the whole fucking mission, man. And the reason why this has come about is because this is how I think about my life and how I've been thinking about how I grow my businesses and my brand. If this is what my ideal future looks like, what do I need to do now to make that happen? Rather than the future arriving and going, fuck, I didn't do that. I should have done that 5 years ago. But look at how much you've done in the time frame that we had. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for coming.
It.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. It's been a pleasure. It was a wonky start.
It was.
It was a wonky start. Ireland to Liverpool, Liverpool to Manchester.